Are on the field today at a joint practice. A lot of expectations for both of the quarterbacks here. Caleb Williams hoping to take another leap in year 3, while Joe Burrow is looking to lead his team back to the playoffs. Stacey Dales caught up with Caleb Williams earlier today. Take a listen to this.
I can actually more or less see the coverage and not necessarily be trying to figure out my drop or thinking about my drop, or not worried about the routes and things like that. Just trusting the guys, knowing where they're going to be, and then trying to put the ball in the right spot when the coverage presents itself.
How much does he put on your plate? Run game, pass protection. I know it's a lot. People may not realize.
Yep. I have small checks and things like that in the pass game. I can change protection and things like that. But Garrett handles a lot of that just because there's so many motions and shifts that we have going on, and there's only typically about 25 seconds when you get up there, 20 seconds, and so just being able to try to control what I can control, and then each year or each camp or things like that, I get a little bit more information, a little bit more leeway to do things, and so this year he's giving me more, and it's exciting.
Garrett, he references Garrett Bradbury, the new center in Chicago, which is something to watch as well. Peter, what can you tell us about Caleb's offseason in Chicago as he gets ready for his second year with Ben Johnson?
Night and day from last offseason at this time in training camp, where there was a lot of growing pains, and it seemed to be there was a big curve that needed to be caught up with early, and there was questions whether he was going to be a master of that Ben Johnson offense. Year 2, from everyone I've spoken to in the building and from the reporters who have been at these practices, he's the coolest, calmest customer you could ask for. And in the joint practices against the Bengals has been as good as you could ever imagine. I know it's hyperbole now, and Thursday, August 20th, to be talking about what that means as far as January and potentially even February for the Bears. But those are the expectations, and everything you could have asked for from Caleb Williams this offseason, he has checked the box. It's now he's got to actually go ahead and do it. But you look at some of these highlights, him hitting Jahdae Walker at the end of practice yesterday, like this stuff is coming together, and he looks to be outstanding in this offense in year 2.
Least proven wide receiver room in the NFL outside of maybe the Giants. Now, that's not to say they're not talented or that they can't have outstanding seasons. But if we're looking at who are likely the starting 2 receivers, remember, this organization traded away DJ Moore, 1, Rome Odunze, and 2, probably Luther Burden III. This is where those guys have ranked. We're not top 70 in catches. We're not top 50 in receiving yards. We're certainly not in the top 20 in touchdowns. And so that's last year. These are 2 tremendously talented young men. But if this offense is going to break records like Ben Johnson said he wants it to, or this young quarterback is going to take that huge leap forward in year 3 in MVP conversation, the Bears are going to kind of make a run at the NFC Championship, those numbers are going to have to be different out of that wide receiver core. And if they don't, this offense is not going to be what a lot of people expect it to be.
Colston Loveland, the second-year tight end, should be a big factor as a receiver. Remember, they were run heavy last year, and Caleb had the 32nd highest completion percentage in the league, so maybe room to grow.
Yeah, and a bunch of fourth quarter comebacks, a bunch of those miraculous throws. So you're not going to live on the edge like that and win all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.